Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dwayne Carpenter, Sports Information Director here at West Virginia Wesleyan College, and joining me for the Lee Underwood Show is Head Coach Lee Underwood. Lee, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Well, congratulations. This weekend you guys won another WVIAC championship in men's tennis. I believe that's your third in a row, is that correct?
Yes.
All right, you beat Shepherd in your opening match, then you knocked off West Lib in the semifinals, and then you knocked off Charleston in the finals. I think maybe everyone was expecting a Wesleyan Bluefield matchup. Charleston went and upset Bluefield. So could you talk about this weekend?
Well, we did what we were supposed to. The doubles are starting to come into play. We're stronger down the line than most of the other teams. We've got depth. I'm playing 9 people out there. Again, that's a rarity. The only thing I could gripe about the whole weekend was the fact that my 3 doubles team blew a 7-2 lead against West Liberty, or we would have had a perfect bagel weekend. And which showed that we're vulnerable as far as that goes. So other than that being the one smear against our record over the weekend, everything else went pretty well. As far as Charleston upsetting Bluefield, I really didn't think I was upset. I stayed and watched the match while the team went to eat. And I really felt like Charleston, was going to be stronger. And they're playing, they had a little more pressure on Bluefield than Bluefield would have on Charleston. I mean, Bluefield's basically a 4-man team.
Right.
But no, not saying that when all those Pistons are firing in a row, they can win. But they did not play very well in the middle of their lineup, and Charleston took advantage of that. Ended up cruising to the victory there. But other than that, it was a good tournament. Our conference is tough. There's a lot of mixing up within the region. The NCAA thing will come out tomorrow. We'll know who's where and what. We're probably the only one that only spot that everybody knows because we haven't lost anybody, so we're going to be at 1.
Right.
Unless something crazy would happen. But everywhere else, Kutztown I think is probably the number 2 team, but they had them the latest one. They had them number 6. It's crazy right now. Bloomsburg got upset by Mercyhurst in the semis the previous weekend. Mercyhurst blew a 4-0 lead against West Liberty to lose 5-4.
Right.
Charleston got beat 9-0 by Mercyhurst. So there's a lot of playing around. I think in the last one, you had Charleston was number 4, is what I'm saying. Shaw was 3, Bluefield was 2, we were 1. Well, there's reasons for all those teams, to maybe fall. Shaw being the only one that they won their conference tournament, but they're 1 and 2 against the 2, 3, and 4 teams from our conference. So I think there's going to be a lot at stake. At the meeting that actually probably happened today, but they'll release tomorrow.
Okay.
So we're looking forward to that. We're going to host here. We'll have that opportunity, so I'm looking forward to that. We're just back to business now.
Okay. As you said, we're number 1 in the Atlantic region. We are going to get to host. That'll be May 6th through the 9th, I believe.
Yeah. I think that's correct.
Okay. Has Wesleyan ever hosted a regional event like this?
No, never.
Okay,
Yeah.
So this will be a first time.
Yeah,
for
it's the
something like
first
this.
time. Last 3 years, as far as historic things go, we broke in the national rankings and was number 3 in the Great Lakes region, which was a different region we're in now, and that was the highest anybody had ever been since we went D2 in 96, 97 in the men's tennis. And last year we were 2. Well, we were 1 for a while, 2, and finished up 3 after we lost to Bloomsburg. So we've managed to be a regional powerhouse. Whichever region we're in the last 3 years, we have so far, knock on wood, we haven't finished any lower than 3rd.
Okay.
In parts of the last 2 years, we've been at 1. So
Right.
we're right in the mix of things. So it's a good place to be.
Okay, your team right now is 20-2 this season. Going back to the conference championships, your scores were 5-0 over Shepherd, as you said, 5-1 over West Lib, and 5-0 over Charleston. Do you think your team is peaking right now at the right time?
Well, I hope so. I'll tell you next week.
Okay.
That's.
They're playing very good tennis, though.
We're playing really good tennis. See we're going to have to keep stepping it up each
Competition gets better and
each
better.
rung up the ladder. You got to keep stepping it up and playing well. We've got to play until the match is over, not until we get to match points,
Right.
things like that. But I feel pretty confident in our team's abilities. If something stupid doesn't happen, I think there's no reason why we shouldn't win our region. But time will tell.
Okay. The all-conference team was announced this week, and we had 3 first-teamers, Alvaro, Rafael, and Mark, and congratulations to them. Unfortunately, you were snubbed as head coach of the year, and probably Mark or Rafael was maybe snubbed as player of the year. What's your take?
Well, I don't know if I was snubbed or anything. We go.
Well, you got your regular season and conference champs.
Yeah, I know. It's a coach's vote. I will say that the Bluefield program, that was probably, from an historic standpoint, that was the highest any team had ever been ranked ever. So that was pretty significant,
Right.
in my book. So I wouldn't say I was snubbed.
I will then.
Thanks, Dwayne. Thanks. I got one fan out there, but Raph and Al and Mark were all deserving of all conference. They could only choose 10. A lot of times it's
Right.
only your 1 and 2 players. We're lucky we got in 3. I probably have 3 other guys that play 1 elsewhere. If they play somewhere else, maybe 3 other guys in this conference is all conference, is
Right.
what I'm saying. So, I tip my hat to my guys, especially some of the guys that, went without honors over the last couple of years because they've been playing on a very good team. As far as Mark not making Player of the Year, that's how it goes. Coaches voted for it. I'll just for the record, Mark's been almost a definite 2 point for me. The guy who won it has usually been 1 point for his team. So I'll take the 2 points over the 1 point any day of the week.
Right.
I know on my good team, he's been very valuable. Very valuable. So but that's how it goes. So
Right.
we don't really get caught up in the individual achievement. Everybody on my team knows that if we don't make it to the Sweet 16, we didn't achieve our mission. All these individual things are
Right.
just obstacles along the way that sometimes you get, sometimes you don't. They're voted on. It's like the Major League Baseball All-Star Game.
Right.
Best 9 don't always make it, so we don't worry about those things.
Okay, let's switch gears just a little bit. Your women are also ranked in the Atlantic Regional. Do you have any idea when maybe where they'll be going?
No, I don't. Slippery Rock beat Bloomsburg in the semis. It depends on where. Right now we're number 6, but I don't know. They met today too. That'll come out tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Slippery Rock's closer.
Okay.
And I'd rather do that than the Bloomsburg
Right.
trip. But then I'm also kind of thinking about what the NCAA committee will do. So I don't know where we're going to be. I would think Slippery Rock will now take the 2 and Bloomsburg will move to 3, but I don't know, that could be up in the air too.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Okay, and their regional is also going to be May 6th to May 9th.
Right.
So by the time this is posted, check the WVWC athletic website and we'll have the times and pairings for both the men's and women's. Coach, I appreciate you being here. Congratulations on your men's tournament championship, and we'll get with you next week and find out about those tournament pairings and do a preview of your regional action.
All right. Thank you, Dwayne.
All right, thanks, Coach.